Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. You can see my camp looks pretty empty because everybody left except me. We are going to go up to Parker and go to the casino today. So I'm not going to show you all the way going through the LTVA again. I think we've seen enough of that. I'm not even going to show you Quartzsite. I'll pick you up when we get up on the other side. And I will say this, of course, it is Thanksgiving Day. That's not going to work. Hang on a second. I got to stop and fix something here. Okay, so I just stopped by our neighbor Jim, who is also a viewer. So thank you for that. And let him know that we're all going out for the day. And asked him to keep an eye out just in case somebody shows up there, because Lisa said that she had noticed somebody last night. She heard the chain on my trike rattle. So I have my trike chained up to her trailer so that it'll be safe while I'm gone, because I didn't want to have to, load it back up again just for one day. So, and then Jim will keep an eye out, and his dog Rufus barks like a banshee, just as Skip does. Right? Did you say Happy Thanksgiving to Rufus, Skip? You did, didn't you? Okay, so Thursday, November 27th, it is almost 11:15 a.m. I'm 15 minutes later leaving than I intended to be, but oh well. It's not like it really matters. We're not really on a schedule. Going up to Parker to the casino for their buffet. And Henry thinks it's about 65 degrees, which sounds about right based on what it felt like this morning. I'm not thrilled about the fact that I got to drive like all the way down, way further into the LTVA in order to be able to get out of the LTVA, because I can't go through the washes with my rack on that I normally would. And I suppose I could stop and tilt it up for the, the end of the drive back in here, or, the first part going out. But it doesn't really seem worth it to me. It's not that big a deal to go out further. So there you have it. Alright, that's pretty much all I know right now. I will check back in with you as we're getting closer to the casino. How about that?
Wake up with the sun in our eyes. Sally forth, no need for goodbyes. Journey calls, let's roll the dice. Every mile a new surprise.
So you head north out of Quartzsite for quite a few miles. We're about 13 miles from the casino at this point. And then you come to a traffic light and make a left-hand turn in order to stay on US 95. But now, once you do that, you get a dramatic landscape change starting in. Up until here, it's been pretty much just, flat. Desert. Nothing really spectacular. But you can see now we've got a bunch of rolling hills. We've got great views of the mountains coming up. Here we are in Parker. It's not the most attractive desert town. And I'm not sure, but I think the entire town is within the within the Indian reservation area. I could just be making that up entirely. I'm not quite sure. Now we're going to the BlueWater Casino, which is only 2.5 miles away. Well, I better slow down. And it is on the Colorado River. And sometimes you can do dry camping there right on the river at the casino. It's paid, it's not free. I think as long as you have a player's card, it's $15. But apparently they're doing boat races this weekend, so we're going to be parking in the parking lot. And honestly, I'm hoping that there is enough room for us to be parking in the parking lot. There's the visitor center, I think, for the town of Parker, or maybe it's just, yeah, it's Main Street Park. course, we are continuing in the direction of Lake Havasu. Now, California 62 West, as I recall, goes over to Joshua Tree. And I am getting pretty hungry now. It is 12:06. And we're near the state border. With 1.5 miles to go. Oh, there's another Filberto's. There's a Filberto's in Quartzsite now, too. Lisa picked up food there the other day. She said it was really good. I do have a menu. I might have to check it out. In desert towns is that they all have a tendency to look a little washed out because there is a lot of sun bleaching that goes on. So we got Walmart over on the left, Safeway on the right. I will likely be hitting both of those tomorrow morning. Oh yeah, and the Human Bean. So the last time I've been through Parker was in April. I went north, I went up to Laughlin, and hung around up there for about 3 weeks, and then I came back to get the awning fixed again. And then I headed back north again for reals around the middle of April. So yeah, it's been a minute. And I was thinking I was going to get gas on the way home tomorrow, but I don't think I will. I think I'm going to just go home. Or home back to the desert. Because right now I'm only down about 1/4 of a tank. Thank you. Thank you. Stop. Stop, stop, stop. And I like the idea of not getting any more fuel in November. So if I wait, I will have only gotten fuel once in November. I spent 100 hours on fuel this month. And I kind of like that idea. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Alright, here we are coming into the casino. And I got to figure out the parking situation now. I know. Kit, can you stop, please? Thank you. We gotta wait for the traffic light. We do. We gotta wait for the traffic light. Just like that. I am getting pretty hungry. It's 12:09. I didn't have any breakfast today. BlueWater, welcome. Good job, kid. We'll see how this goes when we actually get into the parking lot. Happy Veterans Day. That's overdue. Kit. Oh, they've got an actual RV park down there. I didn't know that. Huh. See the Colorado River. Very nice. And I think think I see Barb parked there. I think I'll go park next to her.
A few moments later.
Can you see the slots? That can mean only one thing. We're in a casino. We're not playing the slots yet. We've been waiting in line. Now we're waiting for a table, which hopefully we're going to get before too terribly long. Hey, Kit, you want to tell everybody where we are? We're at the BlueWater Casino. Can't you tell? Looks like a casino, doesn't it? I think this is the only casino I've ever been to that has its own marina, which is really pretty cool. It also, theoretically, has dry camping spots, some with cabanas down here, which I'm guessing must be on the other side of the marina. So I guess we're going to go walk all the way over there. Let's keep Kit out of the muddy stuff. No swimming or fishing in the marina. It's pretty though, isn't it? There's the casino. This is where we had Thanksgiving dinner. And I'm going to spend the night here tonight because I'm like half a mile from Walmart.
All right, attention defense. Registration is now closed. Hot run starts in about 20 minutes.
So, so there's no dry camping available in the marina this weekend because they're doing boat races apparently. And I'm wondering if that's not also happening on Christmas, probably. But I'm going to walk over and take a look at it just to see if it's something that I might want to do in the future. So the way overnight parking here works, where I'm parked up in the upper parking lot, it's now free again. I think last year they were trying to charge $10 a night for it and discovered that a lot of people weren't staying. And then I think they decided that wisdom would be make it free again. Well, not only is it free, I got a $5 meal voucher, and I also got $5 of free slot play, and get to park overnight for free, so that's cool. The biggest downside to this parking lot is that it is heavily sloped because it's definitely built on a hill. So that's a little bit of an issue, but not too big a deal. And the buffet was pretty good. It was $27 and change, including tax, with a Players Club card. So if you don't have one, go in and get one before you go to the restaurant. Because even if you're only, if you're just getting a regular meal, I think if you've got a Players card, I think you get some kind of discount in the restaurant too. So anyway, I think it was worth the price to me from the perspective that I didn't have to cook, I didn't have to clean up. I am unfortunately too full, and I doubt that I'll be eating anything else today. I might have a yogurt snack later this evening, but for the most part, I think I'm done. Do I make a better Thanksgiving dinner? You betcha, Red Ryder. But, as I said, I didn't have to cook, I didn't have to clean up, I didn't have to do anything but get out my wallet. Actually, my phone. And here's a tech tip for you that I just found out a few months ago. If you're using Apple Wallet or whatever the Android version is, probably Wallet, when you put your credit cards in to your phone's wallet and then you use it to pay, it anonymizes your credit card number so that you are less likely to get hacked. So it's pretty good looking property overall. No idea what the hotel rooms run, but we're most of the way around the marina at this point. I'm not going to drag you the whole way with me. I'll pick you up when we figure out what the camping situation is. How about that? So I think we finally found the seat of the action. Looks like we've got jet ski races going out there. And here are the covered cabana areas for the dry camping. And now we're just going to figure out how to get back up to the top, I think. It's not super attractive. I can see why it makes a great event venue, though. So if you want to park down here in your RV, when you're able to do so, it's $15 a night with a player's card. And same thing, I think you get a $5 food voucher. Now I'm wondering if I can get up here or if I need to walk all the way around. Kind of think I'm gonna have to walk all the way around, but we'll see. So there's the casino over there again, and then it'll become visible in a moment. That's the movie theater up behind the trees there. I think I might be able to get up there. Worst case, I'll walk all the way around. But at least now I know where the dry camping is. And I think the biggest reason to come down on the river would be, first of all, the view's really pretty. And secondly, it's a whole lot more level than up where I'm parked. So there is that. I guess those people are walking back into the casino. And this doesn't look... Yeah, I can't get through there, so I'll have to walk all the way around this way. And then we will have completely circumnavigated the casino. Nice views though, right? Pretty nice. And there's a cantina over there. No idea what their hours are, but I imagine they're probably open most weekends. We'll give you one more view down here. And then when we get back up near the rig, I'll show you where we're parked.
All right, potluck in 10 minutes. Potluck in 10 minutes.
Not for me. I'm guessing those are restrooms. Don't know if they're showers or not. A lot of people here for this event, certainly. No idea. And look at all those RVs. And then look up top here. No idea how many actual sites there are. But I'm getting a little more of a hike in than I counted on this afternoon. Because I thought I was going to just walk down the far side of the casino and walk back up again. Little did I know. But it's good for Kit after being stuck in the rig while we went in to eat. Pretty steep hill here, which I know you can't see in the video. So, this is the overnight RV parking area up here. There's the main entrance, and there's a Lexington on the end, and then Barb, and then somebody else, and then me. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and run up on my ramps, maybe. I don't know, I haven't decided. I am very unlevel, but I kind of don't care. I think I'm just gonna live with it. A lot of people here. A popular holiday thing to do. Let's go see Barb. Pretty nice view of the mountains here from the casino parking lot this morning. All the palm trees were lit up last night. It was really quite pretty, but I didn't feel like coming out in the dark to take pictures. So apparently you can stay here for up to 7 days. Then you have to leave for 7 days, but you can come back for 7 days. So I met a woman here yesterday that said this is one of her favorite places to be. And I'm thinking to myself, it's way too late at night for me. But, and I don't like being you know, parked right next to a whole bunch of other people. Maybe on non-holiday weeknights it's not as busy, but still, you know, it's a thing. It's a thing. I think we're gonna go walk down toward the amphitheater this morning. Getting Kid out for his morning walk. Oops, as I trip over myself. What you sniffing, Sniffer? What you sniffing, Sniffer boy? Beautiful morning, and here comes the sun. Do 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 do. And that's the other thing. It was pretty noisy up until probably about 10:30 or 11, and then it quieted down. But we can enjoy the sunrise together, huh? And maybe we'll just go across the street here into the desert, because I don't really want to walk right next to the road. And this is where Kit's taking me anyway. Right, Kit? I love the smell of the desert in the morning. The sage, chaparral, creosote. It really is a lovely smell. Well, I guess he does want to walk down the road. And we were all the way down there yesterday because we walked. You can just see the river down there. See it? Hang on. Let's see if we can zoom you in. That's the river down there with the reeds reflecting on it. That's pretty beautiful, huh? Gorgeous morning. Got a notification about 20 minutes ago that my Walmart order is ready for pickup. So that's cool. Barb and I are going to go in and have breakfast. Then we'll head over to Walmart. And I'm thinking once I get done in Walmart, I might go ahead and take a shower in their parking lot. Well, in my rig in their parking lot. Before I leave. So that I can get the maximum amount of water in when I stop to get water. And the maximum amount of propane. That's what I'm thinking. This is all rocks, guys, and the surface is not terribly even. This is a little bit of a roadway right here, I guess, going up and around. And of course, I'm looking directly into the sun, so it's making it really hard for me to see where I'm going. But we're just kind of out exploring. Yeah, we're on a little hilltop here. I kind of want to see. Now I want to walk over to the edge. Let's go look, Kit. Let's go look. I have a feeling this is going to be a pretty abrupt drop-off. Yep. Wow. Wow. Yeah, it's like pretty steep. Can you see that all along there? Interesting. Interesting. Hey, I don't want to get too close to the edge. You know how I am. I'm not a big fan of heights. And I don't think I have anything remotely interesting to say beyond good morning. Oh, happy Black Friday, I guess. So, we'll finish our walk, and I'll pick you up a little bit later on.
Few minutes later.
All right, so this is it. That was breakfast. Not exactly. I didn't show it when it showed up, and I should have, because it was very pretty. But I got through about half of it, so now it's in the box. But here's what's going to happen, guys. Two things. First of all, because I'm going to Walmart for my pickup order to restock my refrigerator as soon as we're done here, I'm not going to have room for a box like this. RV refrigerators aren't cut out for that. And so, as a result, I'm going to take this out of the box and I'm going to put it in a Ziploc bag and put it in the refrigerator so it's ready for when I'm ready for it. But then I can get rid of this enormous box before I get on the road. There's your tech tip. We are all finished here at the BlueWater Casino. We went in and had breakfast, and now we're leaving, and we're going to Walmart, where my my pickup order is all ready.
Turn right toward BlueWater Drive.
For me to pick up.
Then you'll take your first ride onto BlueWater Drive.
I enjoyed chatting with some people that were also dry camping here last night. Turns out a couple of friends were here for Thanksgiving dinner as well. So we got to catch up a little bit. Met some new people. And had a fairly pleasant evening. You know, the problem with parking lots is there's always a lot of light pollution, which is never my favorite thing. And it was fairly noisy up until about, I think, about 10:30 or so. And then the noise level died down. Yay for that. So, pretty good night's sleep. Excuse me. And Kit and I went for that nice walk this morning. Barb and I went into the casino and had breakfast with our $5 off coupon. We got a big omelet and sourdough toast and home fries. And with my $5 off coupon and coffee, breakfast ended up costing $8.25. Oh, but I have at least one more meal out of it, and possibly two.
Next light, turn right.
So there's that, which is very nice. Don't start. We're fine, kid. It's fine. It's fine, puppy dog. Yes, it is. Fine, 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 fine.
Light, turn right onto West Riverside Drive.
Hey, no yelling. No yelling. How you doing? How you doing? Who's the cute puppy dog? And so my plan is, I'm going to go grab my pickup order first, because I didn't look to make sure that everything I ordered was there. I do not allow Walmart to make substitutions, because I choose very specific things for very specific reasons. And so I don't want Walmart deciding what's an acceptable substitution for me. So if they don't have the thing that I'm ordering, then don't give me anything. You know, don't give me a substitution. I don't want to have to go in and return it. So I want to pick up my order first, make sure I got everything that I ordered, and then I'll go in and do the actual fresh grocery shopping and pick up anything that didn't show up on substitutions. And then my plan is I'm going to come back out, take a shower in their parking lot, and then I'm going to get on the road heading back to Quartzsite. I'll stop at RV Relief and get water. We're going to go find pickup, and then we'll pick you up when we're getting out of here. Well, I'm glad that car decided to move on through. We are going to say goodbye to Walmart. And it looks like Barb already said goodbye. I saw her coming back from the store and then walking back down to get rid of her trash. Our friends Bob and Kathleen came over here, so they're still here.
Turn right toward Arizona 95 South, West Riverside Drive. Then you'll take your first ride onto Arizona 95 South, West Riverside Drive.
We are next heading for RV Relief.
Turn right onto Arizona 95 South.
And I almost forgot that I also have an Amazon return to do, which I'm going to drop off in Quartzsite. So we're going to do RV Relief, and then we're going to get rid of the Amazon return, and then we're going to go back to camp. You may notice that I am wearing different clothes Well, same clothes, different color. Because first thing I did was pick up my pickup order, and then I went back in and did my fresh grocery shopping, and somehow I managed to spend over $200 at Walmart today between those two orders. Not quite sure how, but I did it. But I was also stocking up on a lot of non-perishable stuff to enable me to make things in the future, and I bought a lot of veg and a lot of fruit, more than I typically would, in the hopes that I'm going to convince myself to actually eat all this stuff, hopefully. And I gotta say, I was quite surprised at the produce prices at this Walmart. There were a lot of markdowns, there were manager specials that were useful to me, like avocados were 55 cents. And so I normally don't buy fresh avocados because I often have difficulty picking the exact right time to use them. But I'm making kind of a southwestern salad that, oh, I didn't get a pineapple. Bummer. Well, I've got raw pineapple. I mean, canned pineapple, rather.
Turn left onto Arizona 95 South, South
That I think would be good with avocado. So I'm looking forward to that. And now I'm in the middle of the railroad track intersection. That's not good. Never stop on railroad tracks. You know, make sure you can clear the arms on the far side or stay on the near side of them, and don't do what I just did, where I was potentially going to get struck by the arm if it came down. Anyway, so I bought a whole bunch of produce. I took my shower. I'm really excited about that. Nothing like taking a shower in a Walmart parking lot. And I said to Barb this morning when we were walking back in the from the casino after breakfast, I said, can you imagine 10 years ago that you ever would have thought about taking a shower in a Walmart parking lot? And of course the answer is no. We never would have thought of that. But it's an efficient use of using stuff. And as I mentioned while we were at breakfast, you know, they gave me a big styrofoam container for my leftovers. Well, because of what it was, I didn't want to just put it in a bag. I put it in a glass storage container while I was at Walmart. I didn't need to do it before I got there. But I got out of the grocery store, and then I started repackaging and removing the packaging from all the things that don't need it. So, like, one of the things that I do is store celery wrapped in aluminum foil. I don't know why, but that's what actually keeps it freshest longest. That came from the USDA website years ago. I learned about that, so that's a cool hack, especially in an RV fridge, because I swear celery left, you know, just with the way you get it, oftentimes it's just, I'd say 3 or 4 days and it's done. So there's that. What else did I get? I got zucchini. And so here's the thing. In the grocery store, I put them in the plastic produce bags, in part because I really don't want my stuff touching any more surfaces than are absolutely necessary that I can't control, surfaces I can't control, like the grocery cart, for example. So I'll put it in the plastic bag, but I don't store it in that plastic bag. However, the Walmart produce plastic bags are the exact right size for lining my bathroom trash can. So that's pretty cool. So I use them for that. And then I use the regular Walmart grocery bags for my trash. So everything, I recycle as much as I possibly can, or use multiple times in different ways. I had a box of kiwis that was in the refrigerator, and I knew there was only one left in there, so I took that one out and threw the box away. So as much packaging as I can get rid of. I hadn't rushed into doing it before because I didn't really have a good way to get rid of it. So I just let, you know, and I had room for it to be in the refrigerator, so that was fine. So I guess the whole point of this rambling story is just another way in which I try to be efficient about my use of my resources. And I gotta tell you, when I was coming out of Walmart with all the fresh stuff that I bought, I'm looking at that grocery cart and I'm thinking, holy moly, how am I ever going to get this all in the fridge? Well, the good news is, the apples didn't need to go in the fridge. The cantaloupe didn't need to go in the fridge. The kiwis that I bought today did not need to go in the fridge. I did put the dragon fruit that I bought today in the fridge because I think it's plenty ripe and I don't want it to get overripe. I mean, even the dragon fruit was a great buy. I found a huge one by Walmart standards typically, and I think it was $3.77 was all they were charging for dragon fruit, which is super cheap. So I was very happy about that. So dragon fruit, kiwi, apples, bananas, cantaloupe. I think that's all the fruit I got, and then I still have grapefruit left over in that one lovely kiwi, and raisins. And then I'm going to make this salad with canned black beans, fire roasted corn, bell pepper, zucchini, onion. Might put some broccoli in with it, I haven't decided yet. And I might throw a can of pineapple in there too. I think that would be pretty interesting actually. And I bought a new knife. I've had the same Farberware Sandoku kind of knife with the little ridges on the sides. I think I've probably had that for 12 or 13 years. And I realized the other day when I was cutting something, it's not really slicing. I'm more like forcing my way through things with blunt force trauma. So I got a new, same kind of knife, but I got a Cuisinart this time. And in part because I got a Cuisinart paring knife a couple of months ago that I've been very, very happy with. So I thought, let's try the Cuisinart. And it also comes with a blade guard, which will help it to stay sharper rather than just floating around in the drawer with the blade exposed. Oh, and I got a new hairbrush. You know, so I bought a lot of stuff that was kind of replacement stuff that wasn't necessarily food related. And I bought a shelf to go up in the upper cabinet over the passenger seat so I can get that better organized, which I hope is going to fit and do what I want it to do. I'll find out after we get back. And if not, it will go back to Walmart when I go to Yuma in a couple weeks. Welcome back to Quartzsite. Now all I gotta do is find my turn. Coming up here momentarily. Right about here. That's the RV park. Okay, kid. Okay. Good job. Good job. Hey, guess what? Guess what? We're gonna get some water. Okay? Let's get some water. How does that sound? How about some water? Should we get some water for the RV? Yeah, I think so. I think so. So we're going to do that. And we're probably going to get some propane. Well, we are all done. We got water and we got propane. And we only took 3.2 gallons of propane this time. So that's been just over a week. I did it Thursday a week ago, so this is 8 days. So I'd say I'm using roughly 3 gallons of propane a week, which means I really can wait like 3 weeks. So there's that. Next stop is going to be to see if we can get rid of this package. And we are full up on water, but I thought that the water gauge, all of the idiot lights were working again properly. But apparently not, because even though I filled up the water completely, it only shows that I'm 3/4 full, so don't really understand that. Oh well. And oh crap. I'm gonna have to go back, I forgot to pay for water. Go figure. But we only got about a mile to go to the UPS drop off. I want to go do that. And
Next light, turn left.
I guess then we'll go back. Actually, I'm not going to go back today. I'll just pay him twice next time. Seriously. And getting the...
At the next light, turn left.
Getting the car replaced is becoming more and more urgent. Just, you know, between yesterday going up and today coming back, I have had to reboot the thing like, I don't know, 20 times or more because it won't continue running. There's a problem with the wire that connects it to the charger, and I'm just done. I want an in-dash unit that has Apple CarPlay. That's what I want. So that's what we're gonna get, because I can. So here we are at the corner of Main and Central, and we're about half a mile away. I have no idea what this place is that says it's a UPS authorized drop-off, but we're gonna go find out and hope I can park there. There's always that. That's always an issue. And it's funny, on the one hand, it seems like it hasn't been all that long since I had breakfast. On the other hand, I'm getting pretty hungry. So I think when I get home, do a reset on everything, and then get some food in my belly. Easy does it, kid. Easy does it. Stop. Stop, stop, stop. Alright, so we are done here at Ironwood Outpost. I was really excited when I discovered on Amazon that they were now an Amazon locker location. And when I asked about that, they said, no, we're not. And they're trying to figure out with Amazon why it is that Amazon is telling them that, or telling people that. So Ironwood Outpost is not an Amazon locker location. And if you want to get packages there, it's $5 per package under 10 pounds. $10 per package up to 20 pounds, I think it said. And I just missed Coyote, which I really wanted to go to, so now I got to find another place to turn around. Guess I'll turn around here. Yeah, that'll be okay. Because I wanted to go to Coyote and see if I could get anything turkey-like. Okay. And hopefully we're not going to scrape on this on the way out. But there's only one way to find out. Good. That wasn't bad. I don't know how it is that I completely overlooked the fact that I wanted to go to Coyote. But I did. So here we go again. Stop. You are just fine. Well, if this guy had pulled up closer to the building, I could have done this without having to back up, but oh well. We are done at Coyote Fresh. I got a turkey wing to cook, and I got ribs for dinner tonight because I've got leftover cabbage. So I'm going to heat up the leftover cabbage dish and eat the ribs. And then I don't have to actually cook dinner tonight, so yay for that. Yeah, pretty happy about that. And now we get to go home, kid. How about that? Was that Herbie coming in? No, he's got a trailer. Herbie doesn't have a trailer. Oh, and that's just a Class C, that's not a bus. Well, I mistook that. That's an old style jamboree. Don't see a whole lot of them floating around anymore. Do you, kid? Alrighty dighty. Not terribly busy in Quartzsite yet. It is Black Friday. It's a beautiful afternoon. Henry thinks it's 76 degrees. I think it's probably about 72 is going to be my guess. And I'm starting my route to Posa South just so I don't miss the turn. I am unlikely to miss the turn, but you never know. And why take a chance? Why the traffic's moving so slowly there. That's interesting. Huh, and it's funny, I thought I was getting pretty hungry. It's only 20 minutes of 2. And I think really I was thirsty, because once I took a drink, I'm really no longer hungry, which is good. I'm not quite ready to eat yet, and I got plenty of stuff to put away still when we get back. Good day, I'd say. My Carpy ride just died again. What's going on around me. Okay, I don't think you need to watch me drive through here again.